So, like I said a few seconds ago before I started recording with you guys, Zoom has been a little weird. So I didn't see the last, I couldn't record the last class. It was bad. Okay. So can you guys tell me something that you have learned in the past week or so? Something you want to share with me about maybe something you did, like you guys worked on the engineering challenge. Some of you are working on your design challenge. Anything that you've learned from math and science, would you like to share with me? Or anything that's happened that was good in the last week or two? Something exciting? I know it's COVID, but anything?
Got a current sheet of the USA.
What did you say, Cooper?
I got a current sheet of the USA.
Oh, all right. Cool, 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 cool. You know,
I'm excited.
go ahead, tell me, Ty.
Han, I should remember.
You don't remember? Well, can I come back to you? Okay, so let me just remind you guys, just a few Zoom rules. You know, make sure you're paying attention. Raise a silent hand. If you have a question, obviously you raise a silent hand. If you want to answer yes, thumbs up. If you want to answer no, thumbs down. If you don't know, thumb to the side. Okay? All right, Elijah, set all of your background and everything, and then we'll be good to go. Okay? All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you. It didn't work earlier. Today was a little crazy, but I'm going to go for it anyway because I'm very adventurous. Okay. So you should see something that says true or false Tuesday. Do you see true or false Tuesday? Give it a second. So give me a thumbs up when you see true or false Tuesday. Just give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, anyone? True or false Tuesday? Anyone? Elijah, do you see true or false Tuesday? True or false Tuesday? Anyone? Makai, do you see true or false Tuesday? It's a little presentation, a little slideshow. Do you guys see it? Nothing? Elijah, not yet? Thumb down, thumb up. Show me thumb down or thumb up. Okay. I'm going to go on to plan B. Okay. You should see my number of the day in a second. Do you see my number of the day? Thumb up, thumb down. Anyone? Okay. No, okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to try it one more time. When I say that this has been kooky, I can't even tell you. Okay, hold on. Give it a second. Do you guys see? What do you see?
I see lunch meeting.
You see? Okay. Okay. So you should see my notebook in a second. I will not be taking questions in the chat. I just keep my eyes on the kiddos. Tell me as soon as you see a picture that says number of the day. I can't believe how bad this Zoom is today. Thank you, Elijah. You're really helping me. Thank you so much. This technology is making me want to scream. And I feel so bad because today was, tell me if you see it, number of the day. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, number of the day. Not anymore? Oh my goodness. No?
I see it.
Okay.
I don't.
Yes?
You.
I can see it too.
You see number of the day? This is 7 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. All right.
I do.
I have a plan B. So plan A didn't work. I have plan B. So number of the day, I'm gonna roll two dice, pair dice. Okay. Well, who can raise a silent hand and tell me what numbers I just rolled? Okay, hold on a second. I just moved the screen around. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Give me 1 second. Let me roll it again. Nope. I'm using big dice today. Oh, okay. All right, wait a second, guys. I know, I really apologize. Okay, Oliver, what numbers do you see? What two numbers do you see, Oliver?
I see 6 and 6.
Okay, so what two-digit number can I make with 6 and 6, Oliver? What two-digit number can I make with 6 and 6? Oliver?
1 minute. I'm using a piece of paper to try to figure out.
Okay, yeah. A two-digit number.
$12.
Okay, 12. Okay, I'll buy it. Perfect. Okay. Now, if I were to draw a picture of the number 12, what would that look like? What could that look like if I were to draw a picture of the number 12? Ty?
Say it again.
If I were to draw a picture of the number 12, what would that look like?
A 1 and a 2.
Okay. True. Now, so I want to draw a picture of 12. What could I draw? Cooper?
1, 10, and 2 ones.
Okay, do me a favor. I'm going to hold that for the 10s and 1s. Just a quick picture. Anything. Cooper again. What picture can I draw, Cooper, of the number 12? 12. Can I draw 12 circles, Cooper? Elijah, if I were to draw a picture of the number 12, what would I draw?
Dogs.
Dogs. Can I do circles for today? How many would I draw, Elijah?
12.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are all frozen. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Makai, in 10s and 1s, the number 12, how many 10s?
1 10 and 2 ones.
Ah. Okay. Now, I'm going to write that number in expanded form. You may not have seen this yet, okay? So think of a rubber band. When I take a rubber band and I pull it, it gets bigger. So I want to write the number 12 in expanded form as an addition sentence by place value. So the highest place value I have is 10 because I have 110 plus 2 equals 12. That is called expanded form, where these are my 10s and my 1s, and I get the total, okay? Then I can write the number 12 as a word. Okay? So how is this, what you've learned so far, this lesson, this number of the day, how is it connected to another lesson that we had before? Ty, how can I connect this lesson to a lesson we've had before?
Say it again.
Okay, so we have a number of the day, which is 12. How can I connect this lesson, what we've done so far, to another lesson that we've had before? Does it remind you of another lesson?
Probably yes.
Can anyone make a connection with this lesson and another lesson we had before? Did we have a previous lesson on
1.
10s and 1s, right? 10s and 1s, okay. So 12, Elijah, 12 plus 1 is?
13.
Okay. Oliver, 12 minus 1 is, take away 1.
11.
Good. Cooper, 12 plus 10.
22.
Good. Okay. Now, Cooper, 12 minus 10. You're going to take away that 10.
2.
Good. Okay. Now I'm going to show all the work that we just did. What does this number of the day make you think of? Even if we're having little issues with Zoom and technology, what is this lesson right here, this little number talk, what does it make you think of? Oliver? Does it make you think of anything, Oliver?
It makes me think of the number 12.
Yeah, and look how amazing. I can write the number 12 in standard form. I can write it as a picture. I can write it as place value, expanded form, as a word, and then I can show some examples on the bottom. Okay? Does that make sense? Anybody? Anyone in Zoom world today? Okay, I'm gonna take my number of the day away, okay? Now, just as a reminder, when you write in expanded form, that's the tens place, and that's the ones place. To get, thank you, Elijah. Okay, all right, guys, so today I'm gonna teach you something new, okay? And we have an objective today. I'm going to show you an example of different graphs and charts, okay? Just watch my pictures first. Here's an example of a chart. How many letters do you have in your name? So this is an example of a chart. If I were to put your names in a chart, I could put the name Oliver and say, oh, he has 6 letters. Elijah, he has 6 letters. Makai has 5 letters. Or Cooper, right? Cooper, 6 letters, okay? So this is an example of a chart. Now, I'm gonna take my chart away, and today, together, we're going to organize. We're gonna see how charts are organized, numbers are represented. We're gonna interpret some data. We're gonna look at the numbers closely with up to a chart that has 3 categories. That's a lot of information. So we're gonna look how they're organized, numbers are represented. We're gonna look at the numbers closely and a chart that has up to 3 categories. Hold on tight. So here's another, this is the same chart. How many letters do you have in your name? This is the name, that's the title. Every graph you have that you see will have a title. And so far, the only thing we have here are the names of kids in a class. So Nyla has 4 letters. Jason has 5 letters. Ashay has 6 letters. Now let's interpret this. Watch me how I interpret this, the data. One of the things that you're gonna have to do is interpret data. You gotta look at it. Nyla has 4. Jason has 5. I know that Jason's name has 5 letters, and I know Nyla's name has 4 letters. I also know that Nyla has one less letter than Jason. And I say that because of this empty spot right here. Okay? So that's the same as saying, guys, thank you so much. That's the same as saying Jason has 1 more letter than Nyla. Okay? This is an example of a chart. And what we know about it so far, that it has a title, and these are the names of the kids and how many letters they have in their name. Okay, does that make sense? Any questions? You're gonna have to speak up because you're frozen. Okay, in first grade, we look at 2 different types of charts. Now this is our first grade work at the end of first grade. We look at different charts called picture graphs as well as tally charts, all right? Now let's look at how these graphs are organized. Okay, so let's look at it. It has a title. Who can tell me the name of the title? Makai, what's the name of the title of this tally chart? Sorry, Elijah, I see your hand. Thank you, Ty. Makai, what's the name of this, what's the title in this tally chart? Ty, what's the name of this, the title in this tally chart?
Fruit, 5.
What's the name of the title, where my finger is?
Oh, favorite fruit.
Favorite fruit. Now, if you remember in our objective, it said up to 3 categories. So this particular tally chart has 3 categories. It has orange, apple, and pear. Well, I can interpret some of that data and say, oh, 5 kids like oranges as their favorite fruit. I know that 7 kids like apple as their favorite fruit, and pear, well, 3 kids like pears. So watch me interpret. Orange has 5. Those are the 5 tally marks. We remember our tally marks. There's 4 with the line through it. When you see the line through it, that's 5. Apple, that's an automatic 5, 6, 7. Well, I know that more kids like apple than orange because there's 2 more here. So I just interpreted that data. Guys, thank you so much for paying attention, even if Zoom is acting a little funky. Pear, I see 5 ones, 7 ones, and 3 ones. Well, I know 3 is smaller, so less children like pears. So that is how you interpret data. You look at it and you say, oh, 5, okay. Apple, oh, most kids like apple, okay? And I'm gonna take this away for a second, and I want you to see the picture graph, okay? Here's our picture graph. Favorite toys. Each smile stands for 1 child. So therefore your favorite toys are a ball, a little truck, and a teddy bear. These are their favorite toys. Well, since each one of these smiley faces, it equals 1 or it's the same as 1, then I know that 3 kids like ball as their favorite toy. Let's see how many kids like a truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 kids like trucks, and 5 kids like teddy bears. So looking at these numbers, who can interpret some of the data for me? What do you see? Elijah, what do you see with the numbers that I have? Thank you, Oliver. What do you see, Elijah?
Can you say that again, please?
Okay. Oh, you're so sweet. So let's interpret some of the data. After looking at it, 3, 6, 5. What can you interpret? What can you say about kids' favorite toys?
Your sound went out.
My sound went out. Oh no.
I can hear you.
Okay. So I have 3, 6, and 5. Elijah, what does this make you think of about favorite toys? What can you discover about favorite toys?
That the trucks have more.
Most kids like trucks, okay? Well, Cooper, which toy is the least favorite?
The beach ball.
The beach ball. Okay, great. Now I'm going to pull out another graph to show you, okay? So what have we done? We've seen how graphs are organized and what they represent. We interpreted some data. Some have more, some have less. And we've seen a graph up to 3 categories. Yes, Oliver? You can unmute, sweetheart.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Sure. We won't go anywhere. Okay, guys. All right, so we'll wait for you, Oliver. So here is another graph, and it's called Would You Rather Read Fiction or Nonfiction? Now, let's look at the title. Every time you have a graph, the first thing you do is look at the title. Would you rather read fiction or nonfiction? So this graph is going to be about what kids would like to read. Okay? So who knows what a nonfiction book is? What is a nonfiction book? Cooper, what's a nonfiction book?
A book that is real.
Exactly, right? Like about animals and famous people. Well, the opposite of that is a fiction book. It's fake. So this particular graph, this is going to be our tally chart. It only has two categories, category 1, category 2. Okay? Guys, put your cameras on. So let's say, for example, I said, okay, kids, how many of you like nonfiction? 2 kids raise their hand. 1, 2. Here's the data. I know that it's 2 ones and the total kids, meaning how many altogether, 2 kids altogether like nonfiction. Guys, put your cameras on. Fiction. What is a fiction story? Makai, what is a fiction book?
That means it's not in real, that can't happen in real life.
Ooh, I like how you said it. Like for books like Curious George, Fly Guy, Fancy Nancy, those are not real books, right? So, okay, kids, how many kids like fiction? Let's say 3 kids like fiction. Now, this is my data. These are my numbers. Here's my total. 3 kids all together liked fiction books. Now once you have all your information in, now we have to interpret it. What am I learning from this information? What am I discovering? 2 and 3. What can we say about these numbers? Elijah, what can you learn from these numbers?
That 3 is more.
More kids like fiction books. And how do you know, Elijah, that 3 is more? How do you know that? Let's think tens and ones.
Because it is greater than 2.
Look at that math language. Oh my goodness. So how does this particular lesson, when we talk about data, how does it relate to place value? Do we need to know place value in order to read a graph, Elijah? Do we need is place value helpful to read a graph, Elijah?
Yes.
Of course. Why is place value helpful when reading a graph?
So you know what it is.
So you know the amounts, right? The total of these numbers, 2 ones and 3 ones. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So what did we do today? We looked at a graph. We saw that graphs include titles. We see that how they're organized. They have a category. They have data. The data is your numbers. They do not always have a total in the side. Let me show you another example of a graph, okay? So this is a picture graph. How do we know that? How do I know, Makai, that this is a picture graph, not a tally chart?
It's a short picture.
Because they have pictures, right? And tally charts, I'm going to flip it over. They have tallies, right? So we have some pictures up here. So let's look at our graph. School supply tally, okay? All right, so we have some tallies here as well. This is about school supplies. Okay, well, we just looked at one that had 3 categories, and we saw one that had 2 categories. This one has 4 categories. What are the categories? Sharpener, glue bottle, pencil, eraser. Okay? All right. So I have another chart, a graph just like this, where the kids had to count all the pictures up and they had to put them down there, not as a tally chart. Okay? And then this is where you would count sharpener. Okay, how many sharpeners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I would put 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line through it. 5, 6. Because I counted 6 sharpeners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, who can count up how many glue bottles there are? Oliver, can you count out how many glue bottles there are?
5 glue bottles.
I didn't hear you, Oliver. Can you say it one more time?
5 glue bottles.
5. I need my tally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Automatic 5. Makai, count the pencils. Cooper, count the erasers. And then I'm going to ask Ty for some help. How many pencils? Makai, Cooper, erasers.
3 erasers.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pencil. Makai, how many pencils?
8.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. Okay. Now, Cooper, what number am I going to put here for the total sharpeners? Cooper, total sharpeners?
6.
Elijah, total glue bottles. And then Makai.
There's 5 glue bottles.
Okay. Makai, how many pencils? And then Oliver, how many erasers?
There is 3 erasers.
Yep.
Hang
How
on.
many pencils?
4.
Okay, guys, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. I kept you 3 minutes in the name of you guys were frozen the whole time. Could not even see any of you. But listen, I'm so proud of you because you guys stayed with me. I don't know if you saw me. I don't know what happened, but you guys worked it. You guys still answered the questions. Okay, so tally chart, all types of graphs, title, categories, and data. Okay. All right, guys, I don't want to keep you. I kept you a little late. I will see you, most of you, on Thursday for a special Zoom. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye, Ty. Bye, Cooper. Bye, Oliver. Come back. I want to see you every Tuesday at this time. Yes, Makai.
My Nana's right here.
Okay.
You ain't got to tell her I'm here.
Oh, she knows. Okay. All right. Ty, real quick, and then I gotta leave.
I'm really excited for Friday because in one of my games, there's going to be an update and I can't wait to see it.
What game is that?
It's called Roblox, and there's a ton of games in Roblox, and the game is called Vehicle Legends.
I have a headache right now. My daughter loves it. There was an update the other day. We couldn't figure out the password. It caused a bunch of problems. Cooper, I will see you on Thursday. Thank you, Cooper, for coming. So my daughter plays Roblox also.
Okay.
Did you know there's some sort of update? We saw it the other day.
What do you mean by update?
There's an update or a new, what is it, Ty?
We don't have to pass.
I think the update is where it your friends, it changes it. So now let's say if 2 friends were playing a game, it'll show their avatar, not their password, but it'll show their avatar and it'll show the background of the screen.
So we tried.
That's what happened whenever I load in Roblox.
Well, we tried to do an update yesterday and we had some password information, but we'll figure it out.
Gosh, you're freezing really bad.
All right, let me head out. I gotta take her somewhere.
Okay.
Thank you for sticking with us, even though Zoom was a little kooky, but thank you, Ty. Great job. I'll see you Thursday.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, Ty.